How come you never ever became that romantic friend?
Who?
Or have you?
To whose friend?
DG.
3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Yeah, money on my mind, money on my mental. I don't need these niggas cause they not as.
You asked me a question like I want for you. So how come you never ever became that romantic friend?
Who?
Or have you?
To whose friend?
DG.
I became.
You could have been a candidate.
Woo! You put me on the spot.
You did. You put me on the spot.
Nah, I've never been a candidate. I've never
Never crossed your
even
mind.
crossed my mind to be a candidate.
No, I got friends like that too.
I
It'd be
see
hard
that-
to believe though.
Yeah, I feel like they think we have, or
Oh my
then
God.
I saw it on.
You know how like sometimes
But-
sometimes you can have a female friend that can truly understand, but you know what I mean, you don't have that feeling towards them like, well, we about to smash or whatever.
Yeah.
Thing like that, but you know, when you get in a relationship it's hard to understand that.
Is it possible to have a female, or is it possible to have an opposite sex friend?
Yes.
Yes,
I think so.
they gotta be like
And they're both.
they gotta be brought into play at the beginning.
What about when
They
they're
can't be
both
brought into
attractive too? And they're both attractive.
I think he's
Jim.
very attractive.
But they gotta be brought
I've
I'm saying in
never-
a relationship, a personal relationship, they gotta be brought into play from Jump Street, not like I got a friend down the week where I'm like, oh, you
Nah,
gotta
I've never, like I've always, like now that I even know him more, like been around, you know, I feel
I was
like.
talking about in
be. So
general.
you
He's
saying
talking about him.
so you saying like
Okay.
Well, he was talking about DDG.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
saying
yeah.
if you had a male friend,
Mm.
an associate, and you're making videos here in this house,
Mm.
and you went back to your male friend,
Mm.
and you said, he's just my bud.
Yeah.
That's for work. This falls under work.
Yeah.
Yeah, work still falls the same way. What are you doing after hours? You know what I mean? There we go.
Nah.
Hey, look, like you sleeping on the couch in the studio. It'll come up.
I even like how he said, can guys and girls be friends? I have a friend. We haven't even known each other that long. It's been like 3 years.
Mm.
But like, I've never looked at him that way. I don't know. I can't speak for him. But like, I've slept in the same bed with him plenty of times.
He ain't never poked you in the back.
Never poked me.
Never.
Never poked me in the back. Never did anything. Never touched me. Never crossed that line. So I think you can definitely be friends with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Is that insulting though? Let me think about this.
Like, you can't just have a homegirl or a
Are you
homeboy.
sleep in bed with?
I didn't want to sleep on the
Nothing
couch.
wrong with that.
I didn't want to sleep on the
Oh,
couch.
You gotta have trust somewhere. See, my brother always told me, he was like, if you get an invitation, you will always get one.
Okay, so
You
is
know
it
what I
okay
mean?
for is it okay for your significant other to sleep in bed with an opposite sex friend? And there's
It's okay.
I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there.
Your significant other.
Versus your significant other sleeping in bed with his homeboy who's same sex, his homie. You don't care about that shit, but you have a problem if an opposite sex friend. Am I tripping?
That's a
Yeah,
huge question.
I'm
man.
curious.
You're asking it
I'm
the
curious.
wrong way.
Okay.
You're going the wrong way.
I'm just curious. I want to know what people's thoughts are.
Like you came over here to shoot this video.
I'm not talking about what he's talking
Well,
about.
okay. Well, you came. Well, put it this way: you go somewhere to shoot a video,
Mm-hmm.
and or you going to do anything, whatever. You with your buddy, you're playing video games, basketball, whatever the fuck it is. But you fall asleep in the same bed with him. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all strictly platonic. You go home and you tell your significant other, I just fell asleep and laid in the bed next to him. You think it's gonna go?
With Larry.
Would it go?
Yeah.
Would it be okay?
Yeah, would it be okay for him to come back and say the same? Look, vice versa too.
I'm speaking in general. I'm not speaking about these specifically. I'm not speaking about these specifically.
I'm not specifically, but I'm just saying though that
But I know typically, I don't think that would fly for
And neither part would it.
I don't think guys definitely know if you sleeping with another Dude, no, he ain't having that.
Yeah,
The girls ain't gonna believe it either.
That's a hard thing to get somebody to believe.
So then you can't be true friends with the opposite sex
if you have a significant
if
other.
you have a significant other.
No, you just gotta have certain.
You just have to
have
be-
certain respect boundaries, like you got to go the extra mile. The shit that you normally wouldn't do with just a regular person. Like
It
if
needs
this
to
is
be
your
no
best,
trust.
this is your best friend.
Trust.
You know what I mean? You gotta make sure that they have their trust factors up.
Like,
keep them trust.
do they trust you?
Right.
Are you
Yep.
married?
Yeah.
Would your wife be okay if you went to your homegirl's house, slept in her bed? Would she believe y'all didn't do anything?
Well, that's my whole point. That's what I'm saying.
Do you
No.
think your wife would?
No.
No.
No one would
And
have.
you wouldn't believe it either, would
Would
you?
you believe?
No.
Alright.
Yeah. It's a hard thing to go. You know, that's a hard friendship. That. You know,
But it's possible.
You're only good for you would only be good for like breakups. Can't wait till they break up so I can do it.
That's why I say there's no such thing. This is all hypothetical situation, guys. That's why I say there's no such thing as an opposite sex friend. Especially if you have a significant other. It's not allowed.
If you're a private person.
Not allowed, right? You can't.
Well, you know, you gotta look at it. Men and women been doing it for time and time. They get with someone, and basically, if you're a true friend, you know what I mean, and they know you're in a relationship, they don't expect for you to hang out with them. They don't expect for you to come around, but they expect for you to be there if they need you. You know what I mean? Where you can say, my friend needs me, and they're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
That everyday boy, call it every day. They ain't gonna understand none of that. None of that.
How much time are we? Did I say 11?
That's like almost 20 minutes.
Oh shit, we gotta finish this up.
That's how you know.
Alright, well, what? Alright, last question you have for her. Go ahead.
What you mean?
I thought you had a question.
That was it.
Oh.
It's, me and her both did a question. You the one ain't did one.
Oh, ask me a question. Well, I gotta ask a question? I did, I just asked her a question.
Okay, well, I guess we're done then. Call it a day.
Call it a day. Y'all heard
Call
me.
it a day. Third call of the day.
Yeah, alright guys, make sure you go check out the flight meal at Wendy's.
Now both of y'all say it. How you say it? 'Cause I'm not here.
FTC.
FTC?
Like team stand up.
I'll give you a mask too.
I don't need a mask. Come outside. They ain't got no mask.
You need a mask.
They ain't got no
You
mask.
don't like to fall.
Told you I think I have to shoot my shot. I don't miss.
What, you trying to shoot your shot?
I mean,
I mean,
I never miss, but
Oh, you gonna miss.